Hey y'all, happy Monday. Oh, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Mm, happy Monday. Now, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Look, to Fairy, baby. That song do make you want to talk a little bit, don't it? Don't it? I don't know what y'all talk about. I like this song. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what it is about it, but I'll be over here doing my own thing. Listen, y'all, make sure you hit that like button as you come on up in here. We are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode number 13, child, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Beefs. But y'all, something else we gonna do. I just so happen to be minding my business, right? And I came across one of Charisse's old interviews. Well, I'm gonna say it's an old interview. However, it was before this season was filmed. Okay, it was before this season was filmed. As a matter of fact, it was around I want to say November of 2021. So, y'all, we're gonna listen to this interview because in this interview, she blankly says that she we gonna hear it, okay? I just had to go back and dig it up because Sharice, what you're not gonna know is continue to play with the grind down. And I'm sorry, she just don't F with you. But you're not gonna keep playing with the grind down, period. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can hear me. So did y'all participate in the poll when you came up in here? Okay, I asked you who house was you going to eat at, all right? What's some of your favorites? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Let me get to this and then I'm at the mute it. Okay, because I want to see what y'all was saying over here. And then I also want to know what y'all would rate this episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Um, so far y'all saying it's 13 votes. 8% said they going to mama house with the seafood. 23% said they going to daddy house with the Mexican food. Well, I'm sorry, that changed just that fast. Okay. So 7% is going to mama house. 21% is going to daddy house with the Mexican food. And 57% of y'all going to granny house with the soul food. I know that's right. So y'all not going to uncle and auntie house. Y'all sad. Y'all don't want to go to uncle or auntie house. Know that y'all want to go to daddy house or mama house. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Why y'all don't want to go to them people house? All right, y'all. Let's get a few channel announcements out of the way, and then we're gonna get into this review. Listen, y'all. So I've already planned out my week, but I have some other things, some very, very exciting news. I can't tap into it just yet, but I do have some very, very exciting news. What did I say? I said today was Tuesday. I meant Monday. I thought I said Monday. Well, listen, happy Monday, y'all. Um, but I have a lot of things that are going on, which is the very reason why I did decide to go ahead and go public with this particular video. My other videos, as far as like what we're gonna do for Best Man Holiday, is going to remain private over in Patreon. But this one, I was like, let me just hurry up and hop up and do this. So Patreon, listen, 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 listen. So that just threw me off. Okay, listen, y'all. Our Best Man Holiday review, we are going to do Tuesday through Thursday. Okay, still the same schedule. Well, it's not the same schedule. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 we'll do tomorrow. I'm sorry, episodes 4, 5, and 6 we'll do on Wednesday, and episodes 7 and 8 we'll do on Thursday. All right. And we'll close it up with all of our thoughts on everything. Cause you do know that's not coming back. Like that's the final chapters, y'all. It's the final chapters. All right. Let me speak to y'all. Let me speak to y'all. Let me speak to y'all. What's going on, LMV? What's going on, Too Fairy? What's going on, Francine? What's going on, Charisse? What's going on, Shay? What's going on, Nola? How you doing, baby? Um, and what's going on, Willie? Now, Willie, I don't know what you come in here. Willie, you gotta go. Willie, you gotta go, Willie. Y'all is too funny. Y'all are too funny. Uh, they know they want granny food. Child. Okay, I'll do it myself. Because, baby, y'all, I'm trying to move on, but I'm a little confused. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna start this off with. This is what I'm gonna start this off with. So let's play back Charisse's interview that she had. And in this interview, they ask her, what is your relationship like with Karen? All right. She goes through her relationship with Karen, but I really want us to listen to this so that we can get an understanding, and all that getting understanding. And that's what we're going to do. All right. Let's take a listen to this. Oh, hold up, y'all.
Did things to try to make it about her and Karen. Yes, because it worked out too well. I thought, and then I was like, "You guys, I really want you guys to be friends." 'Cause I thought they both were nice people. So when the show came on, obviously, I recommended both of them. They became closer on the show. Like it was
She's
kind
talking
of
about
weird
Robin
at
and
first. I was a
Giselle.
little jealous because I guess because they had that green-eyed bandit look. I'm kind of like sitting there in the dust, like, well, how do I don't have a best friend? So Karen and I were friends, but that didn't work out too well. I thought we were doing this together.
When I asked you, I said, can you help me plan it?
That
means you're going to be my assistant.
And I'll be damn if I'm anybody's assistant now.
So there's been a lot of questions about the Bermuda trip and what actually happened between you and Karen.
Yes, because it was dealing with Karen. It's hard to understand when it's Karen. I'm trying to understand it myself.
When I asked Cherisse to assist me, she said she's no one's assistant. She's never been anyone's assistant, so I fired her.
She's delusional.
You're delusional.
No. Karen, being Karen, she didn't want to host with me. Why? I don't know. So she just did things to try to make it about her. And it was just ridiculous. It didn't make any sense.
Listen
Do you two
closely.
still talk?
Oh, no. No, unfortunately, we do not. I'm different in the sense that either I like you or I really don't. And I've come to not really like her at all. I just don't think she's an authentic person. I constantly was there for her as a friend, a real.
I don't get nothing else about what you got to say because you just said right there that you just have grown not to like her. So, what is the big deal, Charisse? Like, again, sis, I know you just getting off of work at Burger King, okay? And you real hot and you sweaty and all of that kind of stuff. Your hair sweats and all of your wig sweats and everything like that. I understand and I get it, right? I understand. But why do you keep, I don't understand. Why do you continue to keep saying that you don't know what the issue is? If you say you don't like a person, you just don't like a person. Why do you keep trying to make it something? Is what I don't understand. Mind you, this was done, this interview was done prior to, I think this was when they were still airing season 7. The reunion hadn't even aired yet. So I was just a little confusion, and so I just wanted y'all to hear that. Okay, just wanted you to hear that. I will paste a link down in the comment section or in the description box of this with the timestamp and everything on it. I just thought I'd bring you guys a few receipts. Okay. Y'all ready to get into the episode? Let's do it. All right. So again, we are reviewing the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now this episode opens up with Karen and Ray again speaking. They're speaking about the Mexico trip. All right. All the ladies are getting ready to go to Mexico for Ashley's birthday. All right. They are all going to Mexico for Forehead's birthday. Now, um, okay. So Karen is explaining that Ashley, Karen, and Wendy are gonna go first, right? Because Wendy is not on good terms still with Robin, really. Although they, apologize, they still ain't on good terms. She ain't on good terms with a lot of people, a lot of the ladies. The ladies don't like Wendy. Okay, let's just keep it a book. The ladies don't like Wendy. Okay, they don't like Wendy. Now, they're also going early to make sure that everyone gets the same room. Now, y'all already know in Housewives land, they like to fight over rooms and who gonna get the biggest room, who gonna get the room with the pipes up in the ceiling. As someone flushes the toilet, you can hear the water just, across the room and stuff like that. They had to make sure nobody gonna have no room like that. They had to make sure nobody gonna have no joint room where they were sleeping in a twin bed together. You know, they also had to make sure that their room had a bath. They had to make sure of all of that stuff. All right. Now, going on into the to further things. Now, we pin over to Giselle calling Robin. All right. Now she has had a biopsy. Okay. Now I'm not gonna get too far into this because I don't know nothing about the women's business. I try to stay out the women's business. Okay. I don't want to be a Patricia. So I try to stay out the women's business. But she's going to explain to Robin, that anyway, she's gonna end up getting a full hysterectomy from what I took from that, from my understanding. All right. Moving on. Okay. I don't got too much to say about that. Now, Giselle asked Robin what she thought of Karen's event. Now, I wanted to point this out, and I think I missed this last episode. Um, but y'all, Karen's event was called Karen and Friends, okay? Meaning that her event was not all about her. I mean, right? Her event wasn't all about her. Her event was about her and her friends. Okay. So Giselle is having this conversation with Robin. Robin goes on to say that she was confused and it was weird, or that it was weird and confusing. Right. And so I'm over here like, what? Anyway, like I said, and I put in my notes, it was Karen and friends. She goes on to talk about it was a lot of things that wasn't done with Karen and all of this kind of stuff. Look, she was hosting, and it was Karen and friends. Period. Point blank. So I mean, I get it. Y'all got to throw shade at each other's events. They threw shade at or Karen threw shade at your reasonably shady podcast event where you had rented out this big old auditorium and only 5 people was there. Okay, and look, I understand it's okay. Our hopes and our dreams can sometimes overtake us, but you could have saved a little coin knowing that when all them people gonna be coming to know your live podcast. I'm just saying, although you got a million views, or listens, whatever the case may downloads, my bad, downloads. With nobody coming to that live show. All right. But you over talk about Karen's show. I mean, whatever. Whatever. Um Anyway, Giselle and Robin then thinks that Charisse should have been invited to Karen's, uh Karen's event. My thing is this, Robin, you are the same person who had an issue with you're the same person who had an issue with Wendy. You didn't invite Wendy to your family and friends little sack race day that you had over there at the park. something that I think you really created that at that moment. I don't really think you planned that at all. I really think it was a get back. And we're talking about the same person. So you felt as if, and I know what you're doing. I see you, sis. I see you. So you wanted Karen to invite someone that she don't mess with to come to her event, but you the same person who didn't invite Wendy, but then you told Candace to bring Wendy's girl, 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 girl. I'm gonna need you to shut up, okay? Because if I don't mess with somebody, I don't got to invite them because you feel like I should. What you talking? What you talking? That don't even make good sense. So again, while y'all saying it was weird and all of that kind of stuff, it was Karen and friends. I mean, Giselle and Robin, oh, they really made me scratch my head, child. Okay, so then Charisse is going to Mexico though, right? And so they, Robin already said even the last episode that she felt as though that, there was a bigger issue between Karen and Charisse. And what it sounds like to me, bottom line, is that they just don't like each other. And y'all continue to try to make them like each other. Y'all gonna continue to get the roundabout answers about why they don't talk to each other or why they don't like each other because they just flat out don't like each other. And I think that's okay. It's some people that we just don't like and we just don't gel with, whether they inside our friend group or outside our friend group. You can't tell me that you like everybody that you've been associated with over the years. I mean, it's somebody you just don't like and you just don't gel with. And I think that's what it is. It's just the fact that they don't like each other. So we don't really have to find a reason as to, oh, well, this person don't talk to me for this reason. This person ain't talking to me for this reason. It's just the fact that they don't like each other. And that's it. Okay, moving on. Now, Giselle says that she claims that she wants Charisse and Karen to get back on one accord. But the bottom line is she just want to be nosy. You know what I'm saying? She don't really care if they friends, if they're homies, if they hang out. Giselle does not care. Giselle wants to produce some drama, okay? And that is the very reason why we'll get into the rest of it. But even when she was at the table, Giselle did not tell the truth. She lied. So again, it's girl, you're not playing with us. You're not playing with us. All right, now we pin over to Robin and Juan. Child. We pin over to Robin and Juan talking about their wig. Child. Robin and Juan, they talking about the wedding. They talking about the wedding, and then they tell the boys, it's just gonna be us. But where y'all wanna go? So the boys say, let's go on down to Jamaica, man. They said, let's go down to Jamaica. Blow, blow, blow. I don't know how to do it like son, you do it, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so, you know, they was like, how about Jamaica? She was like, well, what about I think it's Virginia, Chester, wherever they went last week, last year, last season when they did the Good Vibes Only trip. Wendy hosted. And the boys was like, "Now we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there." But then she go on to tell us that again, it's just gonna be the four of them, which is Robert, Wandra, and the two boys. Okay. They're going there to get married. Wherever they're going to get married. They planning it, right? So then they had this man come up in here, uh, and excuse me, his name is Brian. I had to do a little research on Brian to find out who Brian was. Okay. I really did. So I looked up Brian. All right. And Brian owns his own, company where they do weddings, where they dress you for the wedding. So I guess like a wedding audit. Anyway, like a wedding artist, right? So he comes, he's there to, to get Wandra and the boys sized and fitted for their tuxedos, so they can look real nice. But this is what I want Robert to stop doing. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. You is not really gonna get married. You not. You're not. You're not. Then she goes on to say, well, just rewinding a little bit, she goes on to say that, um, well, Brian asked what time or when do they need all of this wrapped up? Like, give me a timeline. And she's like, oh, well, we're gonna get married in we're trying to do this in July. Now, July is 40 days away, according to the time that this scene was filmed. At least that's what they put on the screen. Okay. That it was 40 days away. So if I was that man, I would have just been like, look, I feel like you finna waste my time. I do. I don't know if she cut him a check or a cash app before he came over there. Or if he said, I take cash app, Zelle, PayPal. So I don't know if she has Zelled them, cashed that them, PayPal them. I don't know what she did before he got over there. But I wouldn't have went over there because you not have to waste my time, lady. You know you is not finna get married. Okay. You is not finna get married. Stop it. Stop playing with us. Then she even told the boys, like, the boys was just like, I thought y'all the boys is like, girl, okay. You know, I mean, we've been living like this for all of this time. You just continue to confuse them boys. And me personally, I'm gonna say this, and it might rub some people the wrong way, but I don't feel like that's a way to teach your children that's like, look, you teach your kids what you want to teach them, right? What I'm saying in regards to this is it's very weird to me that your children are like asking questions and being really stern as to what's going on. And it's like you really don't have a way to explain it. But they are old enough to really start wondering like what's going on. And they've probably been wondering for a while. But look, stop playing in your kids' face. Ultimately, everybody else don't matter, right? Everybody else does not matter. But playing in your kids' face and your mom and daddy face and stuff like that, I just feel like taking them down this path of, well, no, when we're gonna get married, we engage, we'll get married next month, we'll get married next year, we'll get married after the pandemic, we'll get married then, I mean, you can keep doing it on the TV screen, but I wouldn't be playing with my kids like that. And that's just me. Again, that's just me. Um, cause kids ain't crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Now we pin over to Mia, child. Mia and G. Mia and G. All right. So Mia is in our face pretending like she is over there, really working and things like that. Well, when is the grand opening for this? And when is the grand opening for this? And when are they gonna start construction over here? And when it is this? And girl, we don't know. Now she going on the trip, of course, with the ladies, Ashley's birthday trip. Now Gordon is sitting there, so Gordon don't know nothing. Gordon don't know nothing. She asked Gordon, did you make reservations to go to Jeremiah's school and have cupcakes and donuts with dad? Can we have cupcakes and donuts with daddy? Uh and he say, she said, I want you there. He say, I'll wait in the parking lot. Y'all, let me let, let me back up a little bit. Did y'all hear what I just said? Mia asked Gordon if he had made reservations or whatever to go to the school, down to the schoolhouse, to eat donuts and cupcakes and sugar bites and stuff like that with the kids and the daddies. You know how the schools do the donuts with the daddies, but they did cupcakes with the daddies, I guess. And so Mia said, I really need you to be there. That man said he was gonna wait in the parking lot. I was just too through. I say this really goes to show their relationship, honestly, in their marriage. Y'all are really putting up a fake in front of us. And the more that Mia talks, the more that she makes people really like, girl, we don't believe anything that you're putting before us. Um, that really spoke a lot. That spoke volume. And here we are in this same episode talking about Tita, which is Jacqueline's sister, who is the nanny for, or was the nanny for Mia. I'm not quite understanding your roles. Like, you're proving to us again that you're right, two feisty. Like, you're proving to us that y'all really don't spend time with your children. That's exactly what that gave. For that man to open up his mouth instead of wanting to go and support your child, cupcakes, donuts, I don't care if they're eating peanut brittle, if they're eating brownies, cookies, I don't care. You can't go have a cupcake with your child at the school and you're not doing nothing? You gonna sit in the parking lot? And anyway, furthermore, that man is creepy. But I I no, no. There's no way in the world, and we're gonna get into it because I really feel like Mia really does try to put that like that front up for us, and it just don't land. It never lands. It just don't land. It just does not land, and I don't be here for it. Listen, y'all, show some love to the channel. Show some love to the channel. Free ways by liking the video. But if you would like to bless the channel, you can. It's still my birthday month, period. But all donations, you can send via Cash App, $ Chef Down Down 2, or via Venmo at Chef Down Down 2 as well. Okay, period. And then I'm gonna check this poll. See what house y'all going to. Let's see. So there's 43 people watching me and only 27 likes. So that means somebody ain't like the video. A whole lot of people ain't like the video. Okay, it look like y'all want to go down to grandmama house. It look like y'all want to go down to grandmama house. Okay. All right. Come on, grandmama. Y'all so missing the aunties and the uncles and the mama and the daddy. Y'all ain't no good. I guess y'all gonna sit in the parking lot at their house too. Well, I guess. Anyway, so again, Mia tells G, I really need you there. I really need you there. Blah, blah, blah. Now Mia tells G that Jacqueline, now I call her short because I'm not to write out no Jacqueline in my notes. So I call her Jackie. So Mia tells G that Jackie is mad at Mia. That Jackie's sister Tita is Mia's nanny, right? And so, she would tell Jacqueline, your kids can be around my kids since your sister is the nanny, but she feels like you can't do that all the time. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Whatever. 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 All right. I promise y'all, we're gonna get into the whole Mia and Tita. We're gonna get into all of that here in just a minute. Now, Ashley, Wendy, Karen, they meet up at the airport. Now, y'all know Wendy went with Karen and Ashley to the airport early. Of course, they went early. They had to check and make sure there were no pipes running through the bedrooms. They had to also make sure that one nobody sleeping in a twin bed, or that everybody had, they're just trying to get the accommodations right, so one nobody be complaining. All right. So they went early, and Robin, Giselle, Candace, Jackie, Mia, and Charisse, they all, arrive at the airport and they get to, ready for Mexico. Here's my Lord have mercy, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. So, we get to see, Ashley, Karen, and Wendy, they land, baby, they gets they drink on their ass. Wendy, girl, is you drinking? Because I know you just had your surgery and stuff like that. You supposed to be having a beverage. You supposed to be having a beverage. She said, I'm gonna have, a little tainty beverage. I'm going to have little tainty beverages. That's what she was saying. That's what she was saying. Okay, so then, let me get this off the screen, child, because I just realized. Okay. So then this, this all six of the ladies is ready. I found it weird. Did Candace really sit by Giselle? Now, mind y'all, when Candace walked up in the airport, she spoke to Jackie, but she ain't speak to to Jizzle. So I was kind of wondering, did they really actually uh sit next to each other on the plane? I found that to be a little interesting. Now we're gonna go into this. The other ladies, they arrive in Mexico, and the ladies um are saying that Jacqueline and Mia were going back and forth on the plane, right? And they were talking about villages, and it take a village to raise a kid, and you don't know nothing about no village, and pop, 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 and wop, there, wop, and whip it, whip it, whip. They was just going back and forth about, about their village and about being mothers and different things of that sort. Again, Mia, since you can't talk because you overheard your husband saying that wasn't even cute. I'm sorry. Him saying that he was gonna sit in the parking lot, that wasn't cute. So it really tells me a lot. And once I get into, you know, a little bit further into the episode, one thing I also noticed too is a lot of what I think is going on between Mia and Jacqueline is the fact that Jacqueline is letting her know what time it is with the kids, and Mia really not trying to hear it. And that's just being completely honest. Based off of the information that we've seen, it looks like a lot of scenes were cut. And but we gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Hey, Linda Gamble. Hey, Princess. Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. All right. So, um, now Mia was upset that her nanny, Jackie's sister, was looking for the children. Now, this was at Karen's event. Uh, Tita had called Mia looking for Jackie's kids, child. And Mia ain't like that. Don't be calling me in Jacqueline's right here. Like, why did you call me? Why are you bugging me about the kids? I mean, like, why are you calling me about the kids? Like, you're never supposed to call me about the kids. Girl, whatever. So Jackie says that Mia doesn't know anything about a village because she ain't got one. Whew. Or she ain't had one, my bad. Mm, mm, mm. And you know what? Unfortunately, and folks can come for me if they want to. I'm not gonna blame this on Mia either. All on Mia is what I mean by that. I'm gonna blame some of this on Jackie too, and we'll get into why. All right, now Ashley bought all the ladies, stuff to help with you know, stuff to help with y'all, down there and make it tickle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She bought all the ladies a little tickler, okay, for y'all pleasure. You could tickle a little bit. I mean, the only people who I think, what, I'm gonna shut up. Okay. Now Candace asked the ladies if they take a look at their own, um, cootie cat down there. And, the ladies is like, girl. But here's the thing. Um, I ain't a woman or nothing like that, but I ain't really found what Candace said because Candace was saying check your own, like look at your own. And Robin and Giselle, y'all gotta pay attention to them when stuff like this arise. They act really weird. Robin, "Mhm, I was just kind of wondering if I need to give Mia and Jacqueline a ring." Candace clearly said check your own. You them two, Robert and Gobbleneck, they look for issues. Like y'all, to me, they're really like y'all don't like nobody asking about if y'all licking each other cootie cat. Why y'all got to always have something to say when somebody says something about it? I'm just wondering. I don't get it, but it's weird. All right, now, and that's literally what I put in my notes that Robin took that to the next level. Like You don't even have to do that. She just asked you a simple question. Do you, and I don't think if you don't examine it, something may be a little wrong. Again, I'm not a woman, but I'm just saying, ain't you supposed to look? Anyway, now Cherie says that, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so Charisse tells the ladies in the Sprinter van that the reason why Karen told Mia that the reason why she was upset with Charisse was because of the fact that she put a dark cloud over the group. Then Mia goes on and say, but I think Charisse is fun. I think Charisse is fun. Girl, can we rewind back to when y'all was at that table? Gr- Mia is fake. Okay? Mia is fake. Mia is fake. All right. So Wendy, Ashley, and Karen greets the ladies as they get off of the Sprinter van with the maracas. With the maracas. They was just shaking, 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 shaking. They was just welcoming the ladies on to the Mexico. She was just welcoming the ladies over to Mexico. What you could have, baby, what you could have had was a margarita in your hand waiting for me to get off of the Sprinter van versus the maracas. But I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm gonna let y'all greet the ladies with your maracas and things like that. But next time, have me a margarita waiting. Pert, that part right there. Jackie then goes on to say that she does. Now, again, if you're just joining us, please like the video. Jackie is Jacqueline. All right. I just want to put the right Jacqueline out. Now, whew, oh, child. Now, this is where things go left, child. I was like, Lord, what is happening? So, Jacqueline comes and they all, uh, Karen has, a surprise for Ashley, and they all go into this room and they all in there and they all say, Happy birthday, Ashley! Happy birthday! And then all hell break loose between Jackie and Mia. So Jackie say, God, you are of the devil. I'm not gonna sit next to the devil. Okay, I'm not gonna sit next to the devil. Now she ain't sitting next to the devil, of course, because they got into it. Now the devil, if you don't know who the devil is Mia. All right. Now they go on and they keep on talking, and she Mia goes into this whole thing, talk about the babysitters and all of this kind of stuff and stuff like that, which we know the babysitter is Tita. Now they going back and forth, they're going back and forth. And so Jackie just says that she has an issue with Mia right now. And so Jackie goes on to say that Mia is very controlling and all of this stuff. And so Karen turns and asks, well, how does she act when she controlling? What does she do in times like this? Is she gonna turn on you? Does she turn on you? You know? So, Karen was actually doing her job a little bit because she was being a little messy in that moment. But I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. Now, uh oh wait, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my notes. Uh, Okay, so I read that. All right. Now, Jacqueline goes on to tell Mia that she needs some more penis. Y'all, when I heard that, I had to pause the TV. And honey, I had to scream in my pillow. Because when she said that, I thought, oh my. Mm, not that you need some more penis. Oh, some more Peter Whacker. I didn't understand that. She said, you mad because you need some more Peter Whacker. But I'm like Candace. I was like, what is happening right now? Girl, what? I was like, Candace. Candace lifted her shades up. I was like, what, girl? I was too, girl. I was like, what? So anyway, um, Jackie tells you know Mia that she needs some peanuts and stuff like that. And so Mia says, Jackie, you really want to go there? You really want to go there? You don't want to go there. You do not want to go there, Jacqueline. You do not want to go there. So Jacqueline said, let's go, let's go. Mia says, close your legs to marry men. Girl, you definitely tried to be a Nene Leaks, tried to give a Nene Leaks read. Nene Leaks is the only one that can say that iconically on one of these platforms and it actually do something. You can't say it, Miss Mamas. I'm just saying, cause wasn't Gordon married when you met him? Oh, 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 um, wasn't Gordon married when you met him? Mm. And you knew he was married. That ain't you're right. It ain't land. It did not land, and you could have left that out of there because it didn't land. Because again, you told us out of your own mouth that Gordon was married, and you knew. Ain't that what the lady said? I don't need y'all to agree with me. That's what that lady said. So you trying to tell her to close her legs to married man. But what about you? What about you? That's why I'm not understanding. Close your legs to married man, but you met Gordon. We really still don't know how y'all met, but you met Gordon and he was married. Oh, okay. I guess, girl. So Jackie says she is I'm done with you. I am 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 like really done with you, okay? And like I'm just so done with you. I am so done with you. I am so done and I will never sleep with your husband. Girl, what? What? Y'all, look, this is what I'm gonna say. I really fault production for leading us into that. Well, I don't know. The other ladies act real surprised too. So where did that exactly come from? Cause Mia face is all like, you know, where did that come from? Cause for me, it just came out of the middle of nowhere. She like, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. How could you ever think that I effed your husband? I would never, girl. I had literally, y'all, I had to rewind. I had to rewind because I was so confused. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get to this place here based off of us talking about being mamas and not knowing what a village is and talking about the nannies and stuff? How did we get to the fact that Jackie may have slept with? Where did it come from? Okay. Was y'all confused? Was y'all a little confusion? Because I was. I was like, girl, what? What is happening? Now, so Jacqueline go on, she starts shit crying, crying, crying. I mean, she was just crying and crying and crying and crying. And so finally, she tell me, "Girl, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Okay. I'm done with you." And so, Candace is trying to play the peacemaker. So she walk over to me and she like, your friend that you've been having for 20 years is hurting, and you really should go outside and talk to her. Me was like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. No, I don't want to go outside and talk to her. I don't care, I don't care. But Jackie said she done with you anyway, girl. So she don't care neither. Because she did not sleep with Gordon. I was like, look, production, I don't know if y'all if y'all missed the part or what, but I had to rewind several times, y'all. I kid y'all not. I was so confused. I'm done with you, and I would never sleep with your husband. What? Whew, that got me, y'all. It's hard for me to kind of move on because I'm still confused. Giselle is all I could think of. I was kind of thinking that Giselle may have started that mess. Um, and that young lady just told on me. Gigi and did. So confused that it felt staged until they were both on the beach. Yeah, yeah, I will agree. But here's what I'll say. Okay, let's move over to the beach scene. So they all go outside. Karen says, "Well, I have a second surprise for them. I have a second surprise for everybody." So they all go outside and they meet up with the shaman, with all the smoke and all of that, supposed to cleanse you and all of that kind of stuff. Child, I'm gonna just let y'all know. I don't do that type of stuff, but I ain't knocking nobody that do all of that, you know. But ain't no smoke to tell me my future and stuff like that. But I understand, that man gotta make a coin with what he do. Same with the people, who do the flip the cards and stuff and tell you what your life gonna be based off the cards. I don't do that over here in holiness though. I don't know nothing about that stuff. Now they get outside and they're supposed to hash out all their issues and hug each other and kumbaya and pray and walk the beach, holding hands, walking beach, just holding hands. So the man say, "Can y'all hug each other?" And I predicted who was gonna hug who, but then Mia tried to hug Jacqueline, and Jacqueline tried. No, Mia tried to hug Jacqueline. Jacqueline was not receptive, and so Mia says, "Yeah, but she's rejecting it, girl." That lady say she mad at you. Okay, that lady say she done with you. So you sit up here trying to hug her. She don't want to hug you. She said she done with it. Okay, so no hug, boo. Like I don't want none of your spirits transferring over into me. So don't hug me. Okay. Don't hug me. All right. Okay. Simply let them know what time it is over here in holiness. We do not play with them cards. But y'all do what you do. Oh, holiness is still right though. Whew, okay. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all, because I lost my place and my notes. Okay, so let's talk about the beach. Yeah, and blah 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 blah. Okay, the shaman, blah 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 blah. Baby, when Karen called Cherisse a leprechaun, I can't lie. That definitely made me chuckle, which is the reason why I got that picture up here. It definitely made me chuckle. But anyway, uh, Jackie don't want to hug Mia. Now Robin FaceTimes her roommate as if we supposed to believe that whenever they ain't around each other, they FaceTime each other, tell each other what's going on. This is the bathroom, this is the bed. Wandria and Kel. And you know why Wandria didn't care? Wandria need to be down there over there checking to see what's going on down there at the college. Did you down there not reporting stuff that you're supposed to be reporting that's happening to them cheering? So with that being said, uh Robin, we don't care nothing about you. She do look like a leprechaun, the real fact. Yes, her roommate. Cause I'm trying to figure out she sent her a recording, right? But he ain't really even saying nothing. Like he might baby, he sound like he was doing his own thing and he ain't really care about her calling. Robin, Robert, Robert, I'm pretty sure your roommate is glad that you gone on vacation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure your roommate is glad. Cherisse do always look tired. Cherisse looked like she had just worked a double shift down at the Waffle House. They was down in the Waffle House fighting and cussing and carrying on, throwing dishes and stuff. And I mean, she had to clean up every last dish. She had to wash every last dish. She had to make every waffle, every slice of bacon. She had to flip every piece of sausage. She had to cook every piece of chicken, every piece of toast. Get the folks. I mean, she had a lot to do down at the Waffle House. Okay, She worked 2 shifts at the Waffle House. All right. The manager ain't show up, so she had to cover that second shift. Okay. And y'all got to give her a little grace, okay? Because she just got done at the Waffle House. Y'all can't tell me, y'all cannot tell me, y'all can't tell me that Cherisse really do not look like she just got off work somewhere. Cherisse be looking so, even like in this scene with, when, okay, like we about to get into the scene where they go have dinner and stuff like that. She even showed up to that scene looking all woe out. Not low iron. But it's really weird to me. She really do be looking like she just got off of like child. She done worked at the Wi-Fi for 12 hours. Okay, 12 hours on her feet. 12 hours on them feet, man. Oh man, I can only imagine. Ooh, ooh, child. She was tired of turning them waffle irons on. I mean, she was tired of turning them waffle irons. She was tired of laying them hash browns on the griddle. She was tired of breaking them eggs up in that pan and scrambling them up for the people. She was tired of throwing that bacon down on that griddle with that child. She was tired. Tanisha, I'm not about to play with you. Y'all not about to start today. Oh, y'all are hilarious. Okay. So then, like I said, Robin called her roommate, all right, and Wandria was not checked in or tapped into whatever she was talking about. So then she put her little, wedding, what you call that thing? What you call it on your head? You know the thing she had on there. And she was like, "Did it blow in the wind, girl? That wind snatched that thing up because they say you ain't gonna never get married, okay?" That was a sign. So while you came to the table late trying to laugh and kiki about it, it's facts, okay? You is not fit to get married, and that was a sign, okay? The Lord said, "What you about to stop doing is stop playing with my time, okay? Now the holy matrimony is not taking place. Stop playing with my time." Oh, it was a veil. I thought it was like some type of crown or something. Whew, okay. So then we get to the dinner, right? Y'all already know anytime that there's a dinner that take place, everybody, it's gonna be some type of drama that's gonna unfold. All right. So of course, Karen, Giselle, and Ashley, they get ready to go down to the place so they can eat their dinner and stuff like that. And they down there ready to eat their dinner. And as they getting ready to eat their dinner down at the place, then comes in everybody else, and then of course the last person is always gonna be Robert. And I'm pretty sure she was gonna blame it on the fact that she called Wandria. She had to show Wandria what was in the hotel room. I get it. I understand. I understand. Yeah, Karen did lay Charisse out in them confessionals. So then they sit down. And so it has to always be gobble throat. Is Jamal coming? Of course not. Um, you know, she sits down, and as she sits down, she of course got to start something. Now, mind you, what it looked like is it looked like Charisse may need to catch her breath or something because she looked again wore out, like she done walked from Potomac to Mexico, and y'all. If real talk, Cherisse did look like I just didn't understand it. Like, did you not take a shower? Did you not do? I don't understand it. She looked tired and wore out. Like, y'all don't understand the struggle of me having to walk from Potomac to Mexico. Aunt Tanisha, she walked. She walked. Okay, so yeah, I don't understand. I was just wondering. I said, well, baby, you know what, Charisse? I think you should one time on one of these trips. Baby, I don't know if the other ladies did it, but you should have had a glam squad because how do you did you not take a nap? I don't know. That lady looked tired. Yeah, I gotta move on. Okay. Oh, so they sit down at the table, and of course, and I feel like this was heavily edited as well. Oh, wait, before I get to this, let me back up to Mia and Jacqueline really quick. I didn't want to make this statement. What I think the issue is, and again, it's been cut out, so we ain't really see it. But based off of Tita talking to like Mims and on her own channel and stuff like that, what I get from the whole Mia and Jacqueline situation is that it's like two fights they called it earlier. Um it doesn't look like that Mia ever has her children. And I think what it seems like to me is that Jacqueline and Tita have called her out on it. And I feel like, again, that may be like the root cause of the issue. I'm still a little confused as to how, I ain't never messed with your man before, how that to slip with your man. I don't know how that came about, but it gives me, and I'm just being this just my opinion. It gives me that Mia doesn't really take care of her kids like that. I mean, and your husband saying that he gonna sit in the parking lot don't make it any better. So is Mia another Drew Sidora allegedly? I'm just saying. Is Mia another Drew Sidora allegedly? Because that lady said that Drew Sidora don't even pick up her kids from school. That's what that lady said allegedly. So I'm just wondering, is that what you over there doing? But anyway, can't you imagine the cost of the ooh, I don't know, but it's find something, sister. I wouldn't want to go nowhere and I'm constantly looking like I just worked a 14-hour shift at the Popeyes. Like, and like you just so woe out that you can't even walk to your car. You just gotta sit down on the bench. Like, ain't no way I'm finna be on a platform with all these ladies and I be looking like that. I'm sorry, girl. And them wigs. Okay, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Anyway, we sit down at the table. And of course, Giselle brings up the video that was sent in the group text message. And I thought I had a picture of the different texts because I did screenshot them. But there was a bunch of different texts in the group. And um, there was a video. Now, in the video, Karen's girls, one of her ladies had popped out the video right in the video. And she was dancing and gyrating and jiggling and stuff like that. And one of those girls just, whew, came out. And so Karen was a little upset at the fact that Charisse sent the video to the group instead of sending it to her as, like a bonding moment. But of course, Giselle has to do the absolute most, which bothers me because again, I feel like you was trying to produce mess versus really trying to get them to that place. Now, I don't know, y'all. There was a lot that seemed to have been cut out of this actual scene. I don't know because when Karen starts saying, "What you will not do is talk about my mother," I was a bit confused because I didn't hear Cherisse say anything about her mother. And that's just being real. Okay. It's just been real. I didn't hear Cherisse say anything about her mother. She was talking about the fact that Karen ain't really reach out to her when she was going through her divorce or when her father passed away. And so Karen was like, "Well, I did. I did. I text you and gave you my condolences." And I left it at that part right there because, of course, she was dealing with the death of her mother and of her father. So again, there's something that was missing in both of those scenes that really I feel like would give the audience what they need or the viewers what they need. And that would be explaining where Jacqueline said, "I didn't sleep with your husband. I would never sleep with your," and with Karen going off of the fact that she thinks that Cherisse was disrespecting her. Look, I don't like Cherisse. I don't. And honestly, in my eyesight, when it comes to Cherisse and Karen's friendship, they don't they don't like each other. And I think that that's okay. Stop, Giselle. Stop, Robin. Stop. Because Robin's whole goal was to bring Cherisse around knowing that they didn't like each other. And you're trying to pull out why they don't like each other. And I think that they're going to continue to hit below the belt because you guys keep trying to make them find a reason. And really, bottom line, I just don't think they like each other. And I think that's okay for me. Karen just need to say the Venom and Cherisse or let it go already. And that's what I said. So I'll play this clip again, but I want you guys to listen to this clip. This was an interview that Cherisse did. Um, this was an interview that Cherisse did back in November of 2000. It was either between October and November of 2021. But let's take a listen at what she said about Karen in this video.
Why? I don't know. So she did.
Together. When I asked you, I said, "Can you help me plan it?"
Is
That means you're
I don't
going to be
recall
my
that conversation.
assistant. And I'd be damn if I'm anybody's assistant now.
So there's been a lot of questions about the Bermuda trip and what actually happened between you and Karen.
Yes, because it was dealing with Karen. It's hard to understand when it's Karen. I'm trying to understand it myself.
When I asked Charisse to assist me, she said she's no
Listen
one's
closely.
assistant. She's never been anyone's assistant. So I fired her.
She's delusional.
You're delusional.
Karen, being Karen, she didn't want to host with me. Why? I don't know. So she just did things to try to make it about her. And it was just ridiculous. It didn't make any sense.
Do you two still talk?
Oh, no. No, unfortunately, we do not. I'm different in the sense that either I like you or I really don't. And I've come to not really like her at all. I just don't think she's an authentic person. I constantly was there for her as a friend, a real friend. I never would throw Karen stuff on the show unless she would say something.
Now that's a lie. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to hear her say she just don't like Karen. This was before they even filmed this season. Let's be clear. This was while I think this was right before the season 6 reunion was taped. Or not before it was taped, but before it was premiered. So again, I think it's okay for them not to like each other. And bottom line, I just think that's what it is. They just don't like each other, and that's cool. You know what I mean? But I get it. They on the show, they got to make a little drama. But I'm sick of uh Charisse. Girl, which shift you working today? You working at Popeyes or you working at Waffle House? Which one? Or is you walking to Mexico from Potomac? Okay, I just dropped the link to see if you guys have any quick comments about the episode or what you think. Oh, let me see. Thank you, Kia, for the super chat. So I watched a few times. Karen didn't say you talked about my mom first. She said you only came to the funeral to get back in with us. But then she went on to say, what you will not do is discuss my mom. So I don't, there's still something missing there, is what I'm saying. There's still something missing there. How do we get to that part? Like the edit is horrible because there's no context as to how they got to that part. We went from talking about Charisse's dad passing away and the divorce to, I mean, I'm confused. Hey, Too Fairy.
Hey, Chef.
Hey. I don't like that deep breath, man.
Well, I had to put the titties up because I got to work today. And like Cherisse, I'm tired. I'm representing today for the people. Please don't laugh at my pain. I'm representing for the people today that don't want to be at their job. You see out my avatar to mimic how I feel today. That is I feel like it was fitting. That's a Popeyes worker that's on break, just tired. Just tired. Tired and tired. Tired of working. Tired of everything. How you doing, Chef?
I'm not tired yet.
Um,
I'm not tired yet.
So Cherisse. Although I did holler when you said she looked like she walked to Mexico while everybody else flew.
I'm just saying.
I see Bravo making her do that.
I'm just saying. They was like, girl, we's not paying for your plane ticket. Go on.
What really gets me about this show? So many things. Robin and Giselle specifically. It's always them two. They act like they don't know people's issue. And then they act like, or no, let me not say act like. They pretend to not understand their intentions of doing certain things. Well, I just want to know what's the reason behind the friendship. Y'all know she did stop messing with Charisse. As a matter of fact, for a little while, Giselle and Charisse weren't fooling with each other for the same exact reason. You acting like you and Charisse always been cool, like you weren't pissed at her when they did that whole situation with Sherman. You just started back fooling with Charisse. And truth be told, I don't think she really messes with Charisse. Much as she tried to pretend. I think Robin has always been consistently friends with Charisse because Charisse has never done anything to her. I think Giselle is just like an enemy of my enemy in this situation. She don't really mess with Charisse either. You never see her filming scenes with Charisse outside of, we gonna invite you to this function so you could piss Karen off.
Exactly. But something make sense to me. How's Robin gonna ask why Charisse wasn't invited to Karen's event and she's the same person who didn't invite Wendy?
Well, they're hypocrites. I mean, that's been established. They're very much hypocrites.
Girl,
absolutely.
That's what you need to be focused on.
They're very much hypocrites. But yeah, okay. So in terms of, I don't think, okay, Mia and Jacqueline, yes. And I think the reason why it may have been cut out is because they probably said some names of people who aren't on the show. And Bravo, like, I ain't taking no chances. But it did look edited to the point where I was questioning, because I've been saying for the longest, me and Jacqueline have been dropping little hints and stuff at this potential storyline. And I feel like while they were trying to pretend in front for the show, they end up falling out in real life. And I think this is where it happened. And I think where it started was, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me pause right here. I don't want to touch that yet. In terms of Karen, Kia Bell hit it perfectly. Karen is very sensitive about her parents. And because there was so much yelling and people at the table were kind of talking over them, you had to be real, careful in hearing it. She said, you didn't reach out to me. Charisse said, you didn't reach out to me, or you didn't support me when my dad died when I was going through my divorce. Girl, we're not even touching on that sham of a marriage. But she said, I text you. And she was like, well, I went to your mother's funeral. And Karen said, well, you were trying to use that as an end back into the group. Because remember, nobody on the show was messing with her. She had pissed off Monique. She had pissed off Karen. And she had pissed off Giselle.
That is
The
true.
only person who was still cool with her was Robin. But Robin ain't got no clout to bring nobody on the show. And then Ashley was ultimately the one trying to bring her back around. But if you remember season 5, when Ashley was trying to bring her around, they still weren't giving Cherisse no camera time.
Hey, man, she wasn't mic'd or nothing.
She wasn't. She was in the background and we all recognized her, obviously, but they weren't giving her no camera time. She was trying to use that as an end. Well, I don't know if she was using it as an end to the group. I could see why Karen found fault with that. I mean, in the perfect world, Cherisse reached out because, like, hey, we were friends at one point, and I know if it was my parent, I'd be upset. So I want to just show you some support and be like, let bygones be bygones. But I also could understand why Karen felt like it was manipulative, her trying to be around. And then again, too, you can show your support, but if that person don't mess with you, it don't matter what you showing up for. They just don't trust you. I just think she just doesn't trust Cherisse, and Cherisse did some snake things to make her be like, yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut. But I think what she brought up, well, I showed up for your mama's funeral, I think that hit a nerve for Karen. And that's why Karen got all rowdy. Because y'all know Karen ain't the type to get rowdy like that.
Right.
She'll throw a little mud your way. She'll talk about you. She might even yell at you. But Karen not the type to really jump up out her seat and threaten to hit you. But you know,
that ain't what she said.
What she said?
I will whoop you.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
But we all know, like, again, I don't think that's a, you know how people be putting on. I don't feel like Karen was putting on. I feel like Karen was like, I can't fight, but I'm gonna try to fight. Today, you keep talking about my mama. I feel like, again, we all sensitive about our parents to an extent. And then we all know that Karen dealt with a lot, losing her parents in both of her parents in less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
So that hit a nerve, and then that's when Cherisse was like, I wasn't talking about your mama. You made reference to her mom's funeral. That didn't need to happen. And when we all, regardless of what they're saying, we all know why she don't like Cherisse. We may not know the exact reason why and all the behind the scenes details, but y'all tried to, let's go back, y'all. Y'all with me, follow me along in the chat. Let's go back. Karen came on the show. Karen was really elitist, and the girls didn't like that. And they also they looked their nose down at her because she was on this, like, my husband is the Black Bill Gates, and Karen money wasn't moneying like that. So they spent multiple seasons trying to humble Karen on this cast. And when the tax issues happened, they sunk their claws into her. They honestly didn't let up off Karen until her mom and daddy died. And even then, while she was going through, because they had Alzheimer's. So while they was even going through that whole situation, knowing her parents were sick, they still wouldn't let up off Karen until she had that breakdown at the reunion.
Yep, season 4.
They really were on Karen's neck. Like, I don't think it's just a matter of, oh, you said I was having an affair with my driver. Y'all were really like, y'all would not let loose off that woman. And y'all knew she was going through something. And it really took her, like, again, having an emotional breakdown. So I think it's very clear why she doesn't care for Cherisse. And honestly, her and Giselle play nice, but she really don't mess with Giselle either.
No, she don't. But remember how was that the second? No, that was the third season. Remember when Candace was coming after Charisse, and Giselle was like, "That's one person you do not mess with in Potomac."
Yep.
Girl, what?
Like, I mean,
Kimmy.
Hey, Kimmy.
Oh yeah.
And then another thing too is just like, I want them to stop pretending like even now bringing Cherisse back and continuously bringing her around and like dropping little hints by, is it because she know your tea? Is it because this? Is it because that? Like, y'all are still in this moment. They spend a lot of time trying to humble Karen. They hate the fact that she thinks so highly of herself. Now, whether y'all agree with her being the grand dame or not, that's a whole different thing. I'm saying that the women on this cast, Giselle showed her slip last week when she said, you know, Karen feels like she's this and Karen feels like she's that. And it's not, y'all don't like the fact that she was the first one to get a special from this show. And y'all don't like the fact that she has a lot of business opportunities that, unlike every Hugh, hers is flourishing.
Well, Giselle had that little show with Portia.
Yeah, and that got canceled.
Yeah, it did.
And then even though Karen's special was 90 minutes at best, it still was something that, Giselle just thinks she's that it girl. Giselle does all of this stuff, and Giselle's supposed to be the real big breakout star from this show. And I don't think she likes the fact, because her and Karen are constantly in competition for the top dog on the show. We all know what it is. Giselle is production's favorite. Karen is the fan favorite. I don't think she liked the fact that she see that as an L.
Right.
And they brought Charisse around to try to yet again humble Karen. And they be really pissed off that it don't be working. I had a live show for my podcast. It was I mean, as much as we clowned them, people still paid for tickets to see y'all talk about nothing.
Right.
Yeah, they did.
So even if it was 10 people in the building, that's 10 people who went out their way to come see y'all. And I don't know the details, but if anybody spent money on a plane ticket to come support y'all, that's still a win in my book. Like, don't get me wrong, it was empty. It was bald headed up in that auditorium. However,
my thing is, y'all should find a smaller venue.
But see, that's their fault. They should have had a smaller venue, and it would have looked fuller. But at the end of the day, y'all podcast is mediocre at best, and the fact that people paid for a ticket to come see y'all do it in person for something they could have listened to online, it's gonna automatically download. You're not paying for episodes of the podcast. It ain't like it's the Patreon. Shout out to the 12 quarters. I know the new subscribers getting ready to pay because it's everything. Yeah, like people still came when they could have just listened to the podcast from the comfort of their home for free. That's still a success in my book. But y'all ain't like the fact that she turned that one woman show out, or that Karen and Friends. Y'all ain't like the fact that she had CeCe Peniston up in their room. Y'all ain't like the fact that she had Jasmine Masters up in there. Say what y'all want, but her show was doing way better than y'all, regardless of what production showed us. They be hating on Karen.
Yeah, they do.
But last season, Karen and Giselle came to a quote unquote truce, but Robin still didn't see it for Karen. So they had to find a way to get her. Bring in Cherisse. I'm tired of these women. I'm going through soda withdrawal right now. So I just don't.
Friend, you sound like you're going through soda withdrawals, and I'm glad, because you got to get that monk off your back.
I mean, I just feel like I didn't have to start so soon. Or why it had to be today on a Monday?
You got to get that monk off your back. You can't let them sodas have control over you like this, because you sound like somebody going through, and it's just soda. But I get it.
It's just like one little Coke Zero ain't gonna hurt.
You got to get that monk off your back, friend.
You ain't gonna better do that. Nah.
It's got a firm grip on you, and as we know, them silverbacks is dangerous.
All these folks be acting funny to me. Yeah, they do be acting a little weird.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to know if it's gonna come out what the real issue is between, like, what really started the big blow up between Jacqueline and Mia. I want to know if it's ever gonna come out. Because it just seems.
I think Mia never really liked her. I think Mia don't be watching them kids. She had her sister with them kids all the time. And then I think in real life before, because I don't think Mia. See, I ain't watching the Tina Talks videos. I don't care enough about Mia to get all the behind the scenes tea. How long did she say she was not Jacqueline, but Mia's nanny?
Oh, I can't remember the exact time, but it's been a while. It's been a minute.
Like several years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I'm wondering why she was trying to get her mama to watch them kids. Was she trying to not have to pay Tita so that her mama could watch them kids for free? Because I got a feeling.
Well, according to Tita, unfortunately, according to Tita, that has only happened one time.
I don't think that mama wanted to be bothered with them kids, and she don't have to. You had them kids.
I don't think she wanted to be bothered with Mia.
I was about to say, I think it's more so Mia than it is the children.
Mia got personality flaws that trigger her mama, and I kind of blame her. She probably reminded her a lot of her daddy, and she's like, I'm glad that nigga dead. I ain't got time to be playing with you. No shade. I know somebody gonna get rubbed the wrong way about that, but I personally don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, child, if it's gonna drive the lady back to the pipe, Y'all might have to just keep y'all distance. No shade.
Stay up there with the sister. Hey, Francine.
Hey, Francine.
Hey,
Y'all, how
Francine.
y'all doing?
All right, talking about these folks, baby. Talking about these folks.
I don't want
We
to talk about these folks. I want to talk about Chef Don Don birthday money and donations.
Well,
That's
let me
what I
let you
want to
have the
talk
floor.
about.
Let me back up.
Thank you. So listen, guys, if you have not already given Chef Don Don a birthday love gift, please do so right now at $ Chef Don Don 2 or Venmo at Chef Don Don. Also, if you don't want to give a birthday gift and you want to do a donation, there's a difference, okay? Um, we would like for everybody to start giving $10. That's not too much to ask for. $10. We're gonna be doing some different things and moving on up in the world like George and Wheezy. So please donate, and if you haven't, shared the birthday love, please do so. Simply Elegant One, I know you in the chat, so please drop the link for the donations.
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Yes.
y'all.
I need the love, y'all. I need the
Yes.
love. I
And
got
let the
some
church
great,
say.
I promise I
Amen.
got some great things coming up. So
Yes.
y'all show your boy some love. Show your boy
We are
some love.
moving up in the world. And trust me, y'all, we're not taking the money and we're not doing anything funny with it. We can show you receipts, honey, of what we're doing
That
with
is
this
facts.
money. Yeah. We got receipts for days. Okay? So
God damn it.
please,
Oof.
donate. Donate. Help us, keep the channel alive. Keep the channel updated. People want new equipment. They don't want new stuff. We want to be able to see Chef in what you call it? 1080p. What do you call that thing they got new now, Chef?
You right.
1080p. Okay. Thank you. So,
Jacqueline said, "Give
bye
me
y'all.
my birthday money."
That's right. Give Chef his birthday money.
And no, I did not sleep with your husband.
First of all,
Yeah.
Jacqueline said, "Hey, everybody."
Are you medicated, ma'am?
Hi,
Who, me?
Ranting.
Maybe,
How you
maybe I'm
feel,
not.
Ranting? How you feel, boo boo?
Y'all,
A
I don't know if y'all
cough.
heard, but Ransom got walking pneumonia. And it's been a rough and tumble for her.
Yeah.
She been
Caution.
letting people have it left and
You on
right.
them?
So
Wait, before you get started, you on the meds?
Are you medicated?
Yes.
Please don't do that. Don't do the Herman Monster stuff tonight, honey.
No, I was just gonna say, Jacqueline. First, she didn't jump up and say that. First, she said, "You wouldn't know nothing about. It takes a village to raise children. You wouldn't know nothing
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
we
You didn't
we
grow
talked
up with
about that.
it." I'm
We talked
sorry.
about that. You don't
We
know
have to
nobody
take it
about
I
back.
that.
I was
Um,
before Francine coming up, I was gonna say that I think when they were going back and forth, I think what started all of this, at least what made it escalate in terms of just the back and forth, was when Mia, she said, she said I told Jacqueline, her kids are not my responsibility. I don't think she said that. I think she said something along the lines about I don't care. And I think
It was definitely
Jacqueline
a
took
lot
that
more than
personally
went on.
because it's like, girl, you my sister, my kids is practically your nieces or whatever, whatever the kids are. Um, and I think she took that as like, you trying to say you don't care about my kids?
she put 20 on 10. She put I'm not talking about Jacqueline. I'm talking about Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell put 20 on 10 because I don't think it was. I agree. I don't think it was a um that simple little thing she said made about the kids, that the kids aren't her responsibility. She probably said what she said in the confessional, how Jacqueline always bring her kids over there. Her kids always eating up all her damn food.
That's why I think she had a
Yeah.
problem. And it's like, well, we both filming this together, and my sister would have babysat because it probably was like a last minute thing. My kids probably my kids probably been babysat by my sister, but you needed her. So I'm like, okay, well,
My
why I
sister,
can't drop my kids off to your house since she already watching your kids, and it probably escalated from there. But I think not Jacqueline. I think Mia. I think you're right, Ranson. That's the part that's missing because Mia's trying to clean it up because she know it sound bad.
Yeah.
I think she told that lady something along the lines of, "I don't care about your kids. Your kids can't come to my house."
Child, she said it in a confessional.
There
And I
was
said,
way more that was, you could
yeah.
tell.
But I was
But
like,
I'm saying I think that's where it went from back and forth to like now we mad for real. Now we hollering and yelling at each other. Cause then because Jacqueline's so ride or die for Mia. What makes her say, well, it takes a village? You don't know nothing about that.
Right.
Mia said something to get her there. We all know Mia take a little pot shot like that.
She does. She be saying stuff to people, but here's where she messes up. She says it in a confessional, and it proved to me, like I said last night, she been trying to paint the narrative that Jacqueline is needy and Jacqueline be using her for stuff, and Jacqueline, even though Jacqueline's family took care of her, that does not mean Mia's checkbook is open, and that does not mean the checkbook and the money is going to continue to flow. You try to make it seem like Jacqueline is a leech and she needs you for stuff, when in reality her sister had already told us she don't need you for a goddamn thing. Did y'all possibly give her the down payment for that Porsche? You did. Did she possibly pay it back? I don't know, and I don't care because y'all was the dumbasses that gave her money for the Porsche. That's you, not me. And do I care at this point the way you talking to her or the possible way you talked about her kids? Because we know you like to put 20 on 10. She had every right to listen. I know it's petty. And I laughed when she said it. You wouldn't know nothing about no village because you didn't grow up with that. Yep, I sure did. I did laugh. You had it coming because you probably didn't say a lot worse to that lady, and you didn't try to make it seem like you financed her entire life when that is not the truth. Y'all really started hanging back out again when y'all moved from North Carolina back to DC. Quit playing with us because that's where you were for a good portion of you and your nasty husband who like to stick his tongue out of y'all married life. Stop playing with us.
G need to take his creepy tail on.
Y'all just been
about that man. Just don't not.
They only been cool for about 4 years now. That's how long she been back in DC. And
I have a question when you're done.
4 years was right around the time that Jacqueline was very much pregnant with her last baby, and when that video happened. You have tried to make up this storyline to beef with your friend to get her on this show. You said go after Candace. It didn't work, but you know now her and Candace is cool. She was down there at Candace's birthday party, the ugly Christmas sweater party. You, however, were not. And that's where Miss Vivian was. So you really not that girl like you claim to be. And on top of that, it's just like you so pathetic. You really are. Because you now back in a tin can in the sky, just like Pennywise and Schmeagle.
Words have power because it seems like every read she dishes out to somebody else, it comes back to her. I really would. If I were her, I would really only start saying positive things.
Nope.
You can't say close your legs to married man. How you meet? She was married.
Between close your legs to married man, between calling Candace and Wendy broke, between talking about their business ventures, calling their stuff dusty and raggedy. You got locked out of your business. You apparently, I don't know how you lose a home you're renting, but I don't know. Because I'm like, if you were renting it, that's an eviction.
She was trying to do too much, and I'm talking about $10,000 to rent a house
a month.
You got to make that make sense to me. Why I'm gonna pay $10,000 on a rental? You're not saving up to build your house.
See, people only do that. So say like you going to California for business, right? And you don't want to stay in a hotel and you want to do like an actual house, but you're not going to live there. You just there for business for a couple of months.
Yeah, celebrities do that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. They do that. But I don't know nobody who
even Real Housewives of Orange County does it because they can't film in the county.
Yeah, but I don't know nobody that's going to spend $65,000 on renovations to a house to fit your accommodations that you're renting.
I think she was doing the lease to own situation and she got gooped by the landlord. I'm gonna tell you what I think that happened.
And I be telling people about that. Y'all better quit doing that.
I think she got gooped by the landlord. And what happened was the landlord let her in because Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kim Zolciak did the same thing. you sat here and invested all this money to somebody else's property in a lease to own situation, and then you up the property value. So now the landlord can charge more for that same house without them having have spent the dime. And I think they raised that rent and she couldn't afford it, so she moved out. I don't think she got put out. I think when it was time to renew the lease, the landlord went up because now the property is valued more. Thanks for investing in it. And
how much did she put in for renovations?
she say 65.
65,000.
What I thought.
And then when they couldn't, now again, so I don't know, let's say maybe the rent was like 8,000, but because you did all these renovations and you fixed a bunch of stuff, now I could charge 12 for a month. Just guessing. I don't know for sure.
I
And
think
when they
their credit
when
is
they couldn't
bad.
afford that, again, you're renting, you're not even owning, you're renting. That's when I think that's why I think they're moving. I don't think that she got put out. I think she moved. It was stupid though. Before anybody says it, it was absolutely stupid. Everybody know that. Because most lease to own or rent to own situations never work out well. It's really like a scam.
Oh, absolutely.
They but yeah, it just seemed like all of her reasons. That's why I'm saying she should probably speak. Since your words have that much power, sis, you probably should speak more positivity to other people, because it seems like everything you said about somebody else negative
Whitley.
rolls
Now,
right
Whitley.
back around on you. I'd fix that ASAP if I were her.
Whitley's Burgers.
Huh?
You do know Lori got a new man.
Lori,
Harvey.
good for her.
We won't know about it because Lori Harvey said to go out on the date, she requires the people to get a NDA.
Y'all, we ain't seen plenty of pictures with that man she dating now.
Which I think, it's not that you're not gonna see them out and about. They're not publicly speaking about their relationship without her permission.
Who is
that
her
makes
new
sense.
man?
If-
Who is her new man?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him by name.
Oh.
You won't see him doing no interviews.
Oh, he not gonna do none of that.
Okay, you got your interview, but I bet she ain't say nothing about me though.
And I bet you he won't say nothing about nobody.
Laura Harvey is insuring, but I think that's smart. And like now she's not just like Steve Harvey and Marjorie's daughter. Now she's like a name, and there are people who gonna want to attach themselves to her so they could, build up their celebrity and their profile. Anybody I date, you gonna have to run anything you say about me through me, unless you're trying to get a lawsuit.
Yep. Does anybody feel like when old girl jumped up and said, "I would never do that to you. You sold yourself to the devil. I would never sleep with your husband." Did that come out of nowhere?
It did, and I think that's why I thought it was staged. But I think they cut something out because somebody said a name.
I think something was cut out too, because I was like, "No, hold on, how we get here?"
It escalated.
Just like I feel like possibly, I don't know if y'all got to the end of the episode yet.
Oh, she dating Idris from Snowfall?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
He's
That's
so
nice.
fine, y'all. He's so fine. And he cute and entertaining. Like, he actually is like really like
That's a handsome man.
interesting to talk, like have a conversation with.
You don't know?
You're gonna have to go look him up, baby.
Ain't that what he played, Franklin?
Yeah, he played Franklin.
Oh, I know who Franklin is. I didn't know his real name was Idris though.
Oh yeah, his real name is
Damien
Idris something.
Well, Damien Idris.
So that's who Lori Harvey dating.
Yeah, allegedly.
Oh wow.
But one thing about her, she gonna have a nice looking man.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if y'all got to the end of the episode yet or not.
No, I was midway through my thoughts when you came up.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I was like,
you okay?
Just like I think when she was yelling, because it came out of nowhere, I feel like they cut something out there. And then when we get to the dinner, I think they cut something out there too.
They may have cut something out, but I feel like the pieces are easily. Like, I think the pieces that we have can be connected. And before you came up, I was giving just a quick recap. Like, Karen and Cherisse have not messed with each other for a long time. So when Cherisse mentioned, "Oh, but I showed you support. I went to your mother's funeral," Karen was like, "Yeah, but you using it as an end to get back in with the group." Because I was just reminding everybody, like, remember, Giselle stopped messing with her, and I still think Giselle don't really mess with her like that. I just think that she just is using Cherisse to poke at Karen.
She is.
She fell out with Monique. Remember, at one point she was only close to Monique on the show. Then next thing you know, she formulated this friendship with Candace and Ashley, but she didn't really like them two. Remember, Candace had them cussed her out at one point. And then obviously, I think the only person who she's ever been consistently friends with, who they had fallen out, is Robin. But Robin ain't got no clout to bring Cherisse to the show. And if you remember, when Ashley was trying to bring Cherisse back to the show, they wouldn't even give her no mic. That's what I was saying right before you came up. So I feel like the pieces that we have about what happened between the two of them, to me, it all makes sense. Karen stopped messing with you a long time ago because y'all were always picking on Karen and trying to humble her. You was always working with the Green Eyed Bandits to get at Karen. And y'all fell out. Y'all stopped fooling with each other. Then all of a sudden you popping up. And when she made that comment about, I went to your mother's funeral, I think that triggered Karen because Karen is still dealing with the loss of both her parents. It wasn't that long ago.
Yep.
And that's what she was like, you will not mention my mama.
But I think she said her, like, she said her mother's name.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think they cut that part out.
That's what, because people was like, she didn't say it, but I was like, I think that part got cut out. But I do understand. Girl, don't mention my mama in no type of way, okay?
Mm-hmm. Especially now we going back and forth and
you complaining, talking about I didn't support you, talking about you didn't support me during my divorce. You didn't support me when my father died. And Karen told you, child, I sent you a text with some condolences. That was all you was gonna get. And I was like, that's all you was gonna get. If I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you.
They
I
really,
send my
bottom line, they just don't fool with each other.
but
think
this is the thing though. They keep saying, well, we just want to know. And it's like, but y'all already know why she don't fool her. It's the same reason why Karen and Giselle ain't really fooling each other. They're playing nice for the show because production and the fans have expressed they're tired of them with their beef. However, y'all still don't fool with each other.
y'all, okay, look, I done went over my time though for real. So I got about 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna make this to 1:45. I mean an hour and 45 minutes.
That's
So
fine.
if y'all got any more thoughts, I do want to hear them though.
I
If
just
we
want to
haven't
send a
talked about
special shout out to all the fast food workers, all the cafeteria workers.
it.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, I gotta go.
Yeah, you sure do, because don't interrupt my shout out. Thank you.
Oh
I just
Lord.
want to shout out all the people who work hard for their money and don't let them make the money and don't let it make them. And you know, when you dealing with them irate customers like Francine sometimes, I just want y'all to just keep y'all eye on the prize and just keep your head up. Y'all gonna be all right. Don't be letting the streets catch y'all slipping like Charisse.
Oh Lord.
Wait, what happened?
Baby.
Jesus.
Okay, so in my review, I said that Cherisse always looks very tired. You know, she looked like she just worked 14 hours down at the Waffle House, like she was upset about the, putting the waffle mix in the waffle iron, and then she got to go run over there and put the bacon down on the griddle, and then she got to go run back over there and get the people the orange juice. Then she got to run back over there and throw the hash browns on the griddle, and then she got to run back there and get the eggs out the refrigerator. And she just tired. She's just tired.
It got into a fight. She had to stop flipping
Oh,
pancakes to go break it up. And then they just was doing too much at that Waffle House today.
Yeah,
You heard what Karen called her, a has-been leprechaun.
and she looked like she might have walked from Potomac to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they all look a mess? So
No,
I was
except for Wendy, which looked good.
I'm talking about, I was like, I was not lying when I said 3 out of all of them looked real thrifty. Was looking real thrifty and tired.
I'm not 100% a fan of Candace's choices, but see, the funny thing is, because Candace is so petite, she could put on a lot of stuff and get away with it. It wouldn't look good on other people. But baby, that doggone Wendy Osefo,
look good.
Wendy Osefo be looking so good.
Yeah, Wendy, baby, y'all said y'all want to about Wendy, honey. Wendy is everything to me.
She done stepped up in so many ways. Like, her hair be on point, them clothes be on point. We already know that body be snatched. Like she just be glowing and melanated it, and I
Them
don't know what
family
I
pictures
You
don't
know
know
was
how
on
it
what
be
point.
after
Eddie
they
over there
see
doing to her,
themselves
but
on
she
season
That
one.
that husband is on point too.
Eddie
Oh,
be over there.
Eddie can smile at me all day long, and I won't
Yep.
even
She
Okay,
gonna
listen,
have
yeah.
hip
offended.
problems in a little bit if she
Yeah.
keep on.
Don't
Listen,
get me started on Eddie. Y'all better close out.
listen.
'Cause
Pennywise pointed out her tattoo. She's like, "You got a tattoo?" She said, "I got 5."
But did you see when the camera panned out so she could show it? And I was like, oh, you came ready.
Okay, that body
I'm
was
telling you, baby,
sitting. I
Wendy
was
gonna have
like,
hip
yes,
problems in a
ma'am.
little bit. She keep on.
Yeah,
They over there mad. They over there mad. They over there mad. They ain't got no man like Eddie.
I just want to also point out that
Eddie is everything.
yes, he is. Candace is a better friend to Jacqueline than Mitch is, because she kept telling her, "Take your friend about a year."
No,
Candace
she kept
say,
tickling me,
Candace say,
calling it a domestic situation.
She said, "Now the police said domestic situations is not good," and I was like, "Candace, me and you," because I always tell y'all I don't get in the middle of domestic disputes. That's how people get shot.
Her and that Bob, and every time she was shocked, she's switching from side to side.
no, what took me out was when Jacqueline was like, you just need some more penis, you just need some more penis, boy. Candace in them shades, boy.
It was Candace and Wendy for me, looking back and forth like it's a tennis match.
And
what
then
what made
when
me
Mia
think
said
it
close
was
your legs to marry men, and then Wendy was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
what made me think that moment was real though is when they got to the beach and they and like you could see Jacqueline isolating herself. She felt kind of left out, and then when not Karen, when Candace and Wendy went over there to give her a hug, and her little wall broke, I was like, oh, this for real. She mad for real. Her feelings hurt for real, and I thought that was sweet that they gave her. You know, this is why I ride for Candace and for Wendy, because they could be so at their core, they're not nasty, they're excuse me, vile people. They could have shown her so much nastiness in that moment, and they chose to show her grace. And I just
Right.
thought that was so sweet because that lady really did look extremely hurt.
She just
Yeah,
looks so
you could
sad.
definitely tell that Mia has said or done something that really, really got to her. Really, really. Okay, listen, y'all. Make sure you go online and get your goalies. Okay, 12% off. Get your goalies. Get your goalies. Get your goalies. What are you waiting on?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all definitely need
Y'all
these
better catch that free
immune.
shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need these immune goalies, and you need these apple cider vinegar goalies to get you through the winter. Okay,
Don't forget
I
that
don't know if y'all
Oshkosh
know,
Bagash goalie.
Mm-hmm.
but
The
the
Oshkosh Bagash.
Cora, is coming back, spicing itself back up. So you want to make sure your immune is doing good. So get you
That's
some apple
right.
cider vinegar, get you some immune, and if you need help sleeping, get you the sleeps and the relax, the Oshkosh
Mm,
Bagash.
mm-hmm. Them apple cider vinegar ones taste good.
Okay, let me look at this poll before I go real quick.
No, did y'all see the poll?
I did. I came in and saw it, voted.
Y'all know I'm having a shellfish flare up right now,
Oh,
so I
y'all,
can't eat
please
enough
remember,
shellfish.
to donate. Please remember to send
The
a
shelf
birthday gift
flare up.
through the whole month of January, okay? And I will talk to you guys later.
We
All
appreciate all the
right.
support,
Bye,
guys.
y'all.
Bye. Okay, y'all. So it looks like Granny, everybody going to grandmama house.
Shout out to the grandmothers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all so
And mom
wrong.
and dad and uncle and auntie going over there too. They
You
know.
know.
No, no. I'm going over to Uncle and Auntie house, okay?
I was going to Mama's house.
And then after I
Be
go to
careful
Uncle and
about that potato salad, uncle and auntie y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle know how to make the potato salad. So, Uncle and Auntie good. You know what I'm saying? So we go to Uncle and Auntie house first. Then I'm going over my daddy house. Then I'm going over my mama house. And Granny, you gonna be last because I know you gonna make that every Sunday.
Not only making it every Sunday, but see that food gonna marinate real good. So it's gonna be bomb the next day for leftovers.
Yep.
Facts.
Y'all ain't finna do this soul food like that.
Facts. Facts.
Go
Facts. We
around
go
with that every Sunday.
grandmama gonna always make the soul food, baby. So we
Yeah.
gonna be good. But see, y'all uncle don't know what he doing because if he ain't got no cigar hanging out the side of his mouth and got a can of beer up in his hand, and he don't know how to barbecue.
I
So
only
yeah, you probably should
barbecue
stay
from
away from
With
men
them
who wear
sandals.
dingy white t-shirts.
And with them
and they
sandals.
wear boots
Them sandals with them socks on, baby.
or
Uh-huh.
boots.
I want that
Or
shirt
boots.
this
My
year. I
daddy,
want it to look like it's seen better days. That's how I know the food gonna be busting.
my
And
daddy,
that
and my
one
mama,
towel that
my,
you like, dang, do you want me to wash that for you?
my
Nah,
daddy,
I'm
and my
good. I
uncle be
got it. I
wearing
got it.
oversized boots when they barbecuing, so that's what I need them to put on.
Pick a wall boots. That's right.
And when they come out with their own barbecue sauce that they done made, okay.
You don't know
I might
nothing if
have
you
to
don't know
run
how to
into
make no
y'all.
barbecue sauce.
And
You
I'm
don't know nothing.
gonna take y'all there. I'm gonna say it because I can. And I'm grown. I like for my barbecue pit masters to not have good vocabulary. I like for them to be slurring when they talk, tongue thick. I like for it to be like, dang, what did you just say? That'd be the best type of barbecue. Somebody real country, somebody that might not know how to read too well.
Oh, this is interesting. So there were 74 votes, but I only have 57 likes.
Oh wow.
So people
Y'all took the
voting and
time
not
to vote, but
liking.
not like. Wow.
People
Y'all so
voted but didn't like
disrespectful
the
of
video.
things, ain't you? Just so
You
disrespectful.
know,
Come
but
on,
that's
y'all. Hit the
okay.
like
Y'all ain't got to
button.
like the video. Y'all ain't got to like the video. You don't? No, please like the video.
Once again,
Um,
pick a wall. Boots.
What the next poll gonna be about, Chef? I can't wait. What we talk about next time?
I
I
don't
like that
know.
poll.
I don't know. We're gonna come up with another one. I'm gonna try to do these every time we go live to see what y'all talk about.
Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see Wednesday. Don't you take them? Don't you take them goalies before game night? Don't you do that?
Oh, he gonna take it and he gonna come to game night and have an excuse before he fall
Well,
out.
no. Because I actually did play last week. Well, wait, no, I played on my birthday. I wanted to play last week, but I couldn't. Okay, listen. What time is game night?
And what's the
Oh,
topic?
he
Because I
like he don't
forgot.
know.
No, I had to make sure because sometimes she changed it up.
Well, sometimes I push it back, but it's gonna be 7:15 like it always is.
Okay,
Cousins.
7:15. And what we playing?
Cousins. The
Yeah.
man said he was gonna spank me in the Parker's trivia, and the man fell asleep
Well, we
before
could
the Parker's
still
trivia.
we could
Now,
still
is
redo
that
it.
me or is that a conspiracy, my brother?
My
Okay.
brother,
Okay,
my
Shaza
Well, don't
Zulu.
brother.
play it again because I'm going to win. I remember the answers.
Okay,
Who is
Shaza Zulu.
who is Keith Murray?
Mm.
Chef, please review the Keith Murray video. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Keith. Oh, I don't know. No offense. I ain't Chef, but I'm gonna answer for him. Keith Murray, the rapper from the 90s. He's been doing interviews and stuff, and one of the interviews that's been going viral is him talking about having sex with Foxy Brown.
Oh, no, he
Yeah.
ain't.
And he been airing her out. And I'm like, yo, nobody's heard of you since 2002. And somehow you want to spend all your time talking about Foxy Brown and pretty much like slut shaming her. We're not doing it
Why is
over here.
anybody entertaining it?
He
We don't do that over here, y'all.
There's the Foxy Brown thing.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to do with that now.
Well,
Shalika, you
there.
my girl, but we don't even be doing stuff
Wait,
like that. He
but
don't even know who that man
no,
is.
it's not even. I don't think she's talking about that one. It's the
Oh,
fact
never
that
mind then.
no, it's the person, but not what he been saying about Foxy. It's him claiming that he saw Suge Knight slap Diddy.
Let us pray
Okay,
it's
so
true.
that's why I'm seeing all of those videos. What I am gonna do over in Patreon though, we're gonna talk
He
about
better start
Bobby.
messing with
Y'all better
Diddy,
pay y'all
baby. He gonna
12
come up
quarters now over
missing.
in the
And
Pantheon.
then
We can
he
talk about
also.
that.
We hold on. Let me
Well,
let me
wait.
say this
I was
real
trying
quick.
to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was also trying to say he claimed that Suge Knight slapped Diddy, but he also says he warned Biggie to leave LA the day he died. So there's that too.
He better start messing with Diddy. People come up missing around
Well, let
Diddy.
me let me just be clear with y'all when it comes to stuff like that. Um, I got two messages today about someone wanting or someone covering that, two people covering it, and their channel got taken down.
Oh,
So we're gonna be very careful with that. That's why I had to go look. When you said that, I'm like, it's just some people we just refuse to talk about
Mm-hmm.
on the public wall, but
12 quarters.
on that back wall, we
12
gonna talk
quarters.
about it all. But I do want to let y'all know I do want to discuss Miss
Jaguar right.
Leola Brown.
Oh,
Leola Brown. Do I know Leola?
Is it Leola? Lenola?
Leola
Bobby
Brown.
Brown's sister. Okay.
Oh, that Leola. Is that the one that's still mad at him for her fiance?
Yeah, she did a live last night or the night before, one of them, and she got to talk about that movie and saying everything that was fake and how she got some smoke with Pat. We got to talk about it for real.
No, because she's still. I think that's the sister that's still mad at him, or I think she's the only sister. But she's still mad at Bobby about her fiance and what happened.
I think
Yeah,
everybody
this
that
sister
love
claims she
Whitney, it got
loved.
smoke for Pat.
Everybody got
Yeah,
smoke for Pat.
everybody got smoke
Like
for Pat,
Pat
but
Houston.
we we got to talk about those videos because she say some stuff in there that don't make sense.
It'll
Rick James, we was just about to go now.
Pat, you know how I feel about you, and just rest assured, make sure you have security on deck if I run up on you.
Pat, no, we
Hey
don't.
y'all. Ooh, my voice
Hey,
cracked. That was bad.
Oh, that's Shalika. I was
Okay.
gonna say,
Hey,
what's going
Shalika.
on?
Hey, so I was thinking in the spirit of drunk uncles. That's why I said Keith Murray, not the Fox Brown stuff. I had to
Okay,
come clear
that's
it
the
up.
only kind I seen, so I didn't know it was some other stuff.
No, he has a really vivid imagination the way he tells stories. So that's what I was talking about, Chef.
I'm gonna have to look it up, child. I'm gonna have to look
But
it
I
up.
forgot you were much younger than me, so that just went way.
Yeah, I ain't know who that
Well,
was. I ain't know who that was.
And truth be told, he don't listen to hip hop no way.
what? Well, that's
It's
fine.
gospel and a little sprinkle of R&B, but it's really mostly gospel, child.
Yeah, I'm not y'all hip hop dude. Like, I mean, I know about the greats, of course, but as far as like, especially these new folks, I don't know nothing about no Young Thug, no
Yeah,
old
I don't know
Thug,
nothing about them either.
no Twisted Thug, no Straight Thug. I don't
I
know none of
twisted
them people.
thug.
So when y'all
I
come over here
cannot.
asking, well, can you talk about the Young Thizzle court case? And I'm like, I don't know none of them people. So what are we
Who's
gonna be
Young
talking about?
Thizzle?
No, my husband be talking to me about
I
that
know
stuff,
it's
and I be
Young
like, "Babe,
Thug,
I
but I'm
really
just saying
don't
in
know."
general, I don't know nothing about them people.
Listen,
Okay.
if it's not the female rappers, I don't know. I don't know them. Like the new
I
I'm
ones.
was
gonna
just
still look into what you're saying though, Shalika.
I was just about to suggest
You
a
have to DM
90s
them
hip
the
hop
videos to him,
quiz.
Shalika. You got to DM it to him.
Okay, I'm gonna DM some of them,
Mm-hmm.
but I know which ones to stay away from because I was like, no, too feisty. No, I'm not talking about that one.
No, I get it. I didn't know, so I don't got no problem admitting I'm wrong. I just
Y'all
know
want me
that's
to
the
talk
one
to
everybody been
Jaguar?
talking about, and people have been saying like, "Yo, it's kind of whack that out of nowhere, like you reminiscing about some sex you had with somebody like 20 years ago. Calm down."
She's not the only
Hold
one
on.
though. It's a
When did you
couple of
become
other ones.
feisty again? I thought it was too fairy.
It just says scary.
Jaguar, y'all Jaguar.
Let's talk about Jaguar. That's what we're gonna talk about behind the paywall, baby.
We is definitely gonna
What she do now?
Baby, I love me some Jaguar.
baby, y'all Jag is hilarious to me.
My
I ain't
favorite
gonna,
cafeteria worker.
Uh-uh. That's
you
why
know
you
what?
got that Popeyes lady.
Mm-hmm.
No, that
I'm
was for the
representing
street.
today for the people who be at work. All
Mm-mm.
the cashiers and
That-
fast food workers that be run down on the job. They tired.
Okay. And then also y'all are gonna see a video for those of you that are in Patreon. I think you will have a video that will come to you guys. Be on the lookout for that. I do know that I'm going to review and talk about Miss Kenya Mora.
Mm.
Okay.
Um,
Uh there's a couple of other things. I'm still working on Surviving Jen Shaw. That's gonna be over in Patreon. Okay.
ooh,
Um there's somebody else I'm doing too. Oh Lord, why did this slip my mind?
There is somebody else you're doing. You got a couple surviving videos coming out.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I just don't understand. It's a couple people that I just I have to do these videos on. But Juan Dixon, since we talking about RHOP, Juan Dixon,
ooh.
I'm
Ooh,
deep
You
diving
baby.
doing
into
a
that case.
surviving one Diskin?
I sure
Diskin.
am.
It's just
And this whole thing that's going on down there at the college, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely,
it's getting ready to
ooh,
be a whole
absolutely.
yeah.
key.
Timmy,
We not about to start talking about that.
Timmy, I got a question.
Oh my bad. It's Wandra Dixon. My bad.
Juanita Dixon.
Juanita Dixon.
It's been Juanita Dixon. Kimmy, I got a
I'm gonna
question.
call him Wandra.
Did you get your 160 quarters back yet?
You know
Oh
what?
my
We
God.
got to go. We got to go. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Please make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And please make sure you don't miss nothing else. Todd Chrisley is to report to jail on the 17th of this month. So he got
Mhm.
Oh, that's my brother's birthday.
Oh,
next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, him and Julie are to report, and then it's February 17th for Jen Shaw.
everybody getting locked up. Who next? Go.
Won't let me
Go.
out.
Go
All
ahead.
Hopefully
right,
Joe Budden.
y'all.
Hopefully Joe Budden.
In his
Speaking of
shoes.
Joe Budden,
In
That's
his
the one I'm
neck.
waiting on, babe. I'm
did
throwing a
y'all
party
see
that day.
did y'all see that picture of Joe Budden that's
I
floating
don't
around on Twitter?
What picture?
know.
The
I'll
one
send
with
it
his
to y'all.
lady,
Yes. That
where they
don't
say
even
he
look
looked like a grandpa or
that,
something.
yeah, it don't even look real or authentic. Like,
No,
what is you
it looks
doing?
staged
It's
as
gonna be
hell.
a surviving Joe Budden next. Watch. Tahiri
Can't
already
wait.
started kicking it off.
Child.
You said
Well,
Tahiri started kicking it off?
You know, years she been talking about how he was abusive.
Hmm?
Sent too, but I don't know. Sent might not want to say that because she want to keep getting her child support.
yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, listen. I'm about to get up off of here. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, Patreon members, I did push back um best man till tomorrow. Okay. Today has been like super amazing, and I cannot wait to tell you guys what's about to take place. All right. But with that being said, y'all going to show love to your boy. 74 votes and 58 likes. I'm not understanding that. So make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, bang that notification bell. And for whatever reason, the last 4 days, well, I would say 3 days, subscribers been growing. Okay, the
Welcome to the
channel has
family,
been
Yes.
y'all.
growing.
Welcome.
Yes,
Oh,
welcome, welcome.
Welcome. And I
getting them
appreciate
edges.
Yes.
And your
I
credit
appreciate
score getting ready to go up.
Yep.
Mhm.
I appreciate y'all. Get y'all goalies, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.